Hi guys, welcome. I know I'm sorry I'm very late, but when it's light out and you like we were in the pool late and we had dinner late and you don't even realize what time it is. So I got home very late. Just got home a little while ago. Anyhow, so I'm on for the final live stream of the day. And okay, the first person, Afia. What will be Linford's next move towards me? Well, you have a wish, so put that out into the universe. That's the first thing that comes up around you. It does look like the love cup is full and like you're no longer going to be waiting for your ship to come in. You may be feeling a little bit more balanced. I don't know where you are right now in your relationship with him, but if it's been a little bit upside down or maybe you're not on the best of terms, things should start to get better. He's no longer holding himself back and you have divine timing on your side. The powers that be are working for you, not against you. So, I think that his next move will either be, I don't know where you are in the relationship, either more communication will come in or you'll be spending more time together. NXB, will I be able to achieve a 4.0 this September? Okay, let's see. Yeah, you will. I don't even think it's gonna, I think it actually comes pretty easy to you too. L, his current feelings for me. He feels passionately about you, and even though he may be feeling a little bit like he's stuck in the mud, he is looking forward to a transformation or for things moving forward and evolving. As far as the last message you sent him, he's feeling a little bit undecided about it. You may have knocked him over a little bit. The Three of Pentacles is here, which means like he's normally feeling pretty grounded and sure of himself. I don't know what you said to him, but he may feel a little bit like a little turned upside down by whatever the message was. I don't know. I see like some kind of a weird light in the thing. So I think that you kind of shook him up a little bit. I don't know what you said, but he seems a little bit rattled. You see, I don't know if anybody else can see that. It must be, something must be reflecting. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, Elizabeth, what's coming for me and Ben in love for the next 2 weeks? If you've been feeling like things have been kind of stagnant lately, he may be coming through with a little bit more perseverance, or he may be a little bit more persistent and focusing on the relationship. There's focus on it. It looks like things may be, there may be a minor tower moment with the tower in reverse. It could just be an argument. It doesn't have to be that big of a deal. There are some sharp words around the situation. Use your intuition. The Empress is here, which is a positive omen for any relationship. Just be careful if you don't want kids when this card shows up. But otherwise, the final outcome would be that over the next 2 weeks, things should be pretty good. Look out for a tower moment. Look out for some sharp words. The tower moment is not that big of a deal because it's in reverse. And overall, your intuition is heightened and you have the Empress here. So please be careful if you don't want kids. Otherwise, it's positive. It's positive for the relationship. Nana, what is the Leo like about me? thinks that you have a nice attitude or you're easy to be around, thinks that you're passionate, down to earth, but you know how to assert yourself. You're a nice person, but you don't let people walk all over you. Thinks that you're loving, kind, thinks that the two of you have a nice connection, thinks that you're strong, stable, sincere, and attractive. Liz, general for July. Okay, so the first thing that comes up in July is the sun is in reverse, which means there may be a delay around happiness. That doesn't mean it's not coming. It does kind of suggest with the Nine of Wands that there's a road ahead of you to make it to happiness, and there may be some arguments around, and you may be feeling like, you might even be feeling a little bit lazy in July, which is okay. It looks like there could be a new love interest around you in the month of July, maybe towards the end of the month. That person would be kind, stable, down to earth, a little bit indecisive. They could be a Libra. Might be a Libra. And it also looks like you may have a little bit of a mini tower moment with the tower in reverse. Once again, tower in reverse is not the biggest deal. It could be a small argument, not the biggest crisis, but it's, you know, worth mentioning. It also looks like you're no longer feeling so weighed down by the weight of the world. You may be feeling a little bit lazy in July, but you're kind of okay with that. I don't know. July may be a long, lazy month. That's all right. Jelena, instead of, if I don't know you, then he wrote, if I didn't love you, and then just a typo or deeper. All right, wait a minute. Instead of, if I didn't know you then, he wrote, if I didn't love you then, just a typo or a deeper meaning. Okay, let's see. Well, you know, this is funny because I'm only getting a 33% chance that there was a deeper meaning. However, the moon here is in reverse, which means he could have dropped a secret could have slipped, and the Knight of Cups is here. So I do kind of think there's more to that than just a typo. It may have been some kind of a, like, you know, the universe sometimes makes weird shit happen. Like, it could be something like that. I don't know if anybody else can see those two lights. I don't know what the hell it's from. Let me just move this. It's driving me a little crazy. I don't know what's going on with those blue lights. Whatever. Nana, how does D the Pisces think and feel about me? Thinks that you're confident, secure, adventurous, lucky, down to earth. You have a way with words. You know how to stand up for yourself. You don't take any bullshit. You cut through bullshit. You're attractive, creative. You know how to take control. You don't let people walk all over you, and they think that you're spontaneous and fun. Liz, is A holding on to me because of how I love and treat him? Yes. I also think that there's a level of control here that he has over you, or he can manipulate you. He knows how to turn things around on you. I would be careful with this person. TD. Why did the Aries ask how I was and then not read my response? This guy, he's playing games. Like it's like it's very like childlike. It's almost like you know how like when you tell a kid not to touch something and they're coming over and they're almost touching it, almost touching it, almost touching it. It's like that. It's like he steps up, but just for half a second, and then he pulls back, and he comes close and he pulls back. I would, at this point with this guy, I would stop answering him, because what, I mean, you know what, at this point, have a conversation with me or fuck off. I mean, I don't understand it. Like, this is now becoming a game for him, and I don't like that. You know, I can understand people go through hard times. Sometimes people are not sure of their feelings. Sometimes people maybe, you know, seeing what's around, or they're not, you know, they're in and out of different, but now this is like serious game playing. And you know what? At this point, I would say, I mean, me, I would tell him, look, either we're having a conversation or don't fucking bother me, because I have no patience anymore. I have just lost all patience with people that play games. But you like, I feel like you've waited all this time to hear from him, and now he's being a complete asshole. Like, it's one thing if you're busy. If you're that busy, then don't reach out to me until you have time to talk. Like, really. Like, don't ask me how the fuck I am and then disappear and not read my answer. I mean, I can, it feels like a pressure cooker. I wouldn't be surprised if you lost it on him. But you know what? There's other people around you, so you may not even care, and you might just, and he'll be so upset if that happens, but he'll get what he deserves. Because what are we doing here? You know, it's like, I have a lot of patience, I really do. But even for me, I wind up getting a little bit, you know, I have my limit. I have my limit. I would, I personally would let him have it. But you got to do what you feel comfortable with. Spicy Pisces. When will Benji and I be romantically together? There's a possibility sometime this summer. Mama, will the Sag reach out to me? Yes. Tabitha, Ken's current feelings for me, will he contact me? Yes, he will contact you. His feelings. He thinks that you're happy. The Empress. You know when the Empress shows up. Love, money, prosperity, abundance, fertility. The Earth Mother. That's what he thinks of you. Be careful when this card shows up if you don't want children. He thinks that you have a way with words, that you can sometimes be indecisive. He's got a lot of respect for you. He thinks that you're successful, perseverant, attractive, and lucky. Kayla, what are my spiritual gifts if I have any? Yes, everybody has them. Everybody has intuition. Everybody does. It's just the way that you cultivate it. And I think that, I mean, my beliefs is that, you know, some people have really good eyesight. Some people don't. Some people have better hearing. Some people, I don't have the best sense of smell. And I feel like that's how it is with spiritual gifts too. I think that we all have all of them, but for some people, think certain ones may be a little bit stronger. You definitely have intuition, a pretty strong intuition, and you definitely have an empathetic nature. I also think that you may even have at some points prophetic dreams. But once again, you know, you can cultivate any of them. You just have to work with it, and you have to trust it. And I tell this story all the time. I did a workshop for this company that I worked for that was very new. I wanted to be supportive. And we had this woman come in she was like this little old lady, like this psychic who like, She was just like the cutest little old lady, like nothing matched, like her socks and shoes and everything was just kind of crazy. And she needed help walking in, and she was just so cute. But there was only me, one other woman, and then I think there was a third person there. I can't remember, but anyhow, so I had this woman in front of me who I never met before, never had a conversation with. I knew nothing about her. And this older woman who was doing the workshop was a psychic for years, and she was like into all this stuff like way back when, like, you know, not like now people are really starting to explore it. So what she said, what she wanted me and this other woman to do is, she's like, just close your eyes, and whatever comes to your mind, tell the other person what you're seeing. And it was the most bizarre thing for me, because I was like, I can't give this woman, shut my eyes and read something for this woman. I can't do that. I'm not capable of that. So the older woman, I can't remember what her name was, she was like, just whatever it is, just come to your, whatever comes to mind, just say it. And she's like, there's no judgment here. We don't care. So I closed my eyes, and I don't know why, the first thing that came to my mind was the maple leaf. And I said to her, I don't know why I see maple leaves. And she said, oh, that's funny, because I was going to wear a maple leaf necklace today. And she's like, but I changed my mind. And she said that she loves maple leaves and she wants to retire to Vermont. Now, there's no possible way that I could have known that. I didn't know this woman, but that's what came to mind when I shut my eyes. And then, so then the woman said to me, well, look further, you know, so what else comes to mind? And I said, you know, and this is going to sound crazy, because I swear to God, I didn't know this woman. I said, I don't know, but I see that a room that's sort of dark, and there's like a green and brown shag carpeting, and it feels very dark in that room. And she told me, she's actually started to cry. She didn't tell me what happened, but she said that something happened to her daughter in that room, and that she always felt responsible for it, and that was her living room. How would I know that? I never met this woman before, and I was like, I literally was just like, I'm just gonna close my eyes and see what comes out. So practicing things like that, that's why I think practicing with strangers is better than practicing with people that you know, because with people that you know, like if I close my eyes and I'm sitting in front of my best friend and I'm like, well, I see you driving a white car, it's like, and the person has a white car, then, you knew that. But that's why I think practicing with people that you don't know anything about, really, because whatever comes to mind comes to mind. So you can do all these little things, with people that are willing, and you could ask, look, there's so many people in this room. Maybe somebody in this room wants to work with you. But yes, everyone has spiritual gifts. We're spiritual beings. I mean, we're not here, we're not here by accident. Aurelia, does Timothy have a girlfriend? Okay. Okay, so 70% chance, yes, there is somebody significant around him. However, Six of Wands is in reverse, which would equal not being successful. There's not success around the situation. So who knows? Maybe something that's not very stable, or maybe it's something that's not very serious. It's not going to be long term, or if it is, it's not going to be for much longer. So, what did Thomas think of the cheesecake I got him? He loved it. The world. It's like heaven. Definitely. So, what should I look out for the rest of the week? Got some happiness coming in. But before the end of the week, something should make you pretty happy. Anxiety is starting to retreat. There may even be some passion that comes in. It should be good. The rest of the week should be decent. God has finances for the next 2 weeks. You may be feeling like you've made it to the top of the mountain, or feeling like you can breathe a sigh of relief over the next 2 weeks. You have the powers that be working for you, not against you. Temperance is here, feeling balanced, patient, compassionate. The love cup is full, and you may have some choices. I think over the next 2 weeks, money gets a little bit more fluid, and there's a little bit more reason to just breathe a sigh of relief and relax. I think things are going to start to get a little easier. Soleil, how is Leroy currently feeling about us? He feels like the two of you are good. Like if the two of you were alone somewhere, like just say for example you moved to a different state and there was just you and him, I think that he's pretty confident that your relationship would be really great. I think his problem is that he feels like there's always issues or things that pop up around other people. And that's what kind of weighs on him. So those are the things that kind of concern him, like all these other people that are a pain in the ass. That makes him feel a little bit burdened. But I think like sometimes he may think, like if we were alone somewhere, none of this shit would be an issue. But that may not be realistic. And even if it was realistic, running away isn't, you know, because there's always going to be pain in the ass people. That's just the way it is. It's unfortunate, but, you know, because if it's not like people like his friends or his family that are with him now, you'll move somewhere else and there'll be other friends and other neighbors and other people that are a pain in the ass, because that's how people are. But as far as you and him are concerned, he thinks that you guys have a great connection. He really does. Well, Virgo, will M respond to my text, and if so, when? Yes. Let's see when. It might take some time. It could take up, you know, within the next 2 weeks. I know that's really annoying, but the king is like the number 12. So between now and 12 days, or it also could be on the 12th, which is sooner than 12 days. So that may be today. Yeah, it could be on the 12th. There's a 12 around it. Josette, how is Dre feeling lately? Okay. He's feeling like he's kind of lost his desire to like pursue or persevere. Like this is like upright. It's like perseverance. It's like getting the job done, completing the task. In reverse, it's kind of like, I'll deal with it at another time. He may be feeling a little bit weighed down by the weight of the world, and he also may be suffering from a little bit of anxiety lately. TD, what would be his reaction if I asked him what exactly does he want? I think if you take him by surprise, he's not going to know what to say. See, he may not answer. He might not answer, and he may, see, I don't want that to happen either. I would see if you can get him on the phone and do it when, like, where, like, he can't, like, weasel out. Like, what exactly do you want? I would try to get him on the phone, ask him on the phone. This way he's on the spot. If you text him back with a question like that, he may not answer. And then that's really going to send me through the roof. I would ask him on the phone. And I wouldn't leave it in a message. I would do it where he can't get out of it. Like, what exactly do you want? I haven't heard from you in months. You text me, you don't respond. You ask me a question, you don't answer it. I answer it, you don't even look at it. What the fuck do you want? Really? Because I got other people here. You know, I got other choices. I don't need to fuck around with you. I get so aggravated. Josette. When I hugged Dre before he left last Sunday, his heart was beating fast. Why? And it might have something to do with anxiety. He's got anxiety around him. He does. He has anxiety around him. He has arguments around him. And he also has, like, he's not putting in the effort. This card came up around him twice now. This is like upside down. It's not doing what you should be doing. So I don't know what it is that he should be pursuing or working on, but he's not putting the effort in. And that may be coming back to bite him in the ass. He is suffering from anxiety, and that would definitely make your heart pound. Yeah. I don't know where the disconnect is. It's like he's not doing what he should be doing. Like there's I don't know. He's just not taking the bull by the horns and getting shit done. I don't understand it. Aurelia, how does Timothy see me? Okay. He thinks that you are very strong, confident, loyal, down to earth, hardworking, spontaneous, and he's got a lot of respect for you. He also thinks that you're courageous, nurturing, kind. He sees you as a decent person. He really does. He's got a lot of respect for you. Vet, is the Virgo interested in getting to know me? Yes. Andrea, messages from the spirit guides, spirit cards. Three of Water, a celebration, a wedding, graduation, or birth announcement. The need to have more fun. Six of Fire, victory, good news is on its way, public recognition or awards. Five of Air, an unwise choice. Learn what you can from the situation and review everyone's motives. Virgo, general on me and the M situation. Okay. Use your intuition. You guys have a nice psychic link to one another, so use your intuition when you deal with this person. You also have the love cup full here, so there's lots of possibilities. Plus, you have a wish, so put that out into the universe. Neither one of you is going to hold yourself back. When things start to move forward, they're going to move forward. Somebody may be a little bit persistent, which is fine, and there will be a love connection or an opportunity to connect love-wise. I would just kind of let it unfold organically. I don't think you have to do anything. I think things will just kind of unfold because you got the Judgment card here, which is like being at the right place at the right time, and the powers that be are kind of guiding it. So I would just have faith that things are going to work out in your favor, and you don't really have to do too much. It's just going to happen. I mean, you can take some initiative, but you don't have to, you know, like sometimes like people will be like, well, I'm going to be at the bar that I know he's at, or I'm going to join the gym that she works at. You know, you don't have to do anything like that. It's just going to kind of unfold. Soleil, what's next for Leroy and I? You guys are going to have a nice reconnection, and your relationship is going to move forward. Possibly a trip to water, by water, or around water. Look out for little arguments or bickering, but it moves into the past quickly and passion returns. Soleil, general. Okay, you may have some financial stability coming in, and you keep getting this, right? Five of Pentacles in reverse is excellent for if you have a bill or some kind of a annoying financial thing hanging over your head. Like if you have to pay a ticket or you have to buy tires, whatever. Like this would be like paying for that, getting it off your shoulders, and it moves into the past. Anxiety starts to lessen, and out of the blue, you may get a nice surprise. You have the Magician here, so put out into the universe exactly what you want. Maybe working on a little creative project. And then you also have some balance, serenity, compassion coming in by the end of the month. I think the end of the month, it's like things kind of slow down a little bit, get a little bit more peaceful. And overall, like, just feeling like, you know what, things are working for me, like working out for my best, in my best interest. Like things are happening for me and this is good. Especially, I love that Five of Pentacles in reverse. It always feels like such a like relief. ZT, did Anis see the text I sent him or deleted it? All right, let me ask, did he see the text I sent? I don't think he saw the text. I didn't get any aces. Tabitha, what should I know about my love life in June? You may feel like you have a long road ahead of you, but the truth is you have a lot of options coming in. So the Moon and the Emperor, it could be a Pisces and an Aries coming in, or it could be somebody born on the cusp of Pisces and Aries. If you're not with anyone right now, if you are with someone right now, your current relationship may be either starting a new journey together, embarking on a new, taking the relationship in a different direction, or this could be some fun, carefree, spontaneous times. You also have good luck around love. You also have a Virgo showing up. So you might have, choices in the month of June. And, well, they may not all come in June, but they're all coming in, like, relatively soon. You also may have somebody who has been around the picture that you just don't realize is into you, and they may come forward with an offering, too. TD, should I just be dry with him, and how would he feel? He would feel like a disaster, and he would be really unhappy about it. The thing is that, he either has to, like, I don't have a problem, especially if people have casual relationships. I think that that's fine, but don't start, like, texting me and then not answering. And, like, it's one thing, like, if you send somebody a text message at 9 o'clock in the morning and they're busy, they're at work, they can't answer it, that's fine. Or if, 5 o'clock in the afternoon, maybe at the grocery store, maybe they're bagging their groceries, maybe they forget to get back to you, okay. But don't send me a fucking text message, ask me a question, and I answer you, and then you don't respond to me. Why'd you start the question? Why'd you start the conversation? And if it happens once, it happens once. I mean, I had a friend of mine this afternoon send me, like, 5 text messages because she was, like, telling me a story. I was in the pool. I didn't get back to her right away. Finally, I answered her, and I said, oh, I'm sorry, I was in the pool. I responded, whatever I responded, and I'm going to talk to her tomorrow. But it's not like I'm like, hey, how you doing? Or, hey, how did it go? And then disappear for the rest of the day. Like, why'd you ask? Fucking people annoy me. Yeah, he would not be happy if you got dry with him. See, right now he kind of thinks that he's in control. He's trying to play like he's the one in charge. And I don't really believe that that's the case. I think you have a lot more power in this situation than you realize. Mariana, boyfriend's current energies towards me today. He may be a little bit lackadaisical. So it's like 8 of Pentacles in reverse and the 8 of Wands in reverse is like things slowing down and like not putting in a lot of effort. Kind of lazy today. Yeah, that's the best way I can say it. Kind of lazy. Virgo, what does the Aquarius say when talking about me? Okay. So, you know, it's hard to answer a question like that because it's general. And what you say to one person may not be what you say to the next person. So this has got to be a very general reading. For example, what you say to your mother is going to be different than from what you just say with your girlfriends or your guy friends or that kind of thing. So let's just get an overall sense of what the Aquarius says. It might say that you're down to earth and happy. Happiness comes up, and also that you're very intuitive. They may think that you're pretty smart, and they may say that you're kind. The Empress, when you're asking what somebody thinks or says or feels about you and the Empress shows up, you can't really get any better than that. It's like love, money, abundance, fertility, beauty, that kind of stuff. Soleil, will my landlord try to enter my apartment tomorrow? Oh, no. Hey. Don't cry. I don't think so. What's the matter, babes? You want to come out? Want to come sit over here? All right, don't cry, baby. Don't cry. Don't cry. There's no need. There's no need. All right, I'm taking you out. All right, you're coming out. Oh. Don't cry. Oh, no. You're okay, baby. What's the matter? What happened? All right. You're okay. You're all right. All right. You want some food? All right. Let me just get her a bottle. Okay. All right. Don't cry. Don't cry. Get your bottle. I think she bottle already made. Okay, don't cry. There's no need to cry, baby. No need. Oh, man. Okay, all right. Shh. Oh, that must have been it. Got a little hungry there? All right, it's okay. Got a little hungry? All right. ZT, what does Tarot say about how Anis will react when he sees the message? Okay, so I don't know what your message said, but what the cards show here is that he feels very weak when he gets this message. Strength is in reverse. He also may be feeling a little bit unprepared for getting the message. So whatever it is that you said, it may like take him by surprise, and he may be unprepared, and I don't know, feels a little bit weak. So like, well, I like this secret new guy my mom is dating. I got a 70% chance, yes, you will. He may need to grow on you a little bit, which is okay. But I think, yeah, I think you will end up liking him. Mariana, how is he feeling that I'm being distant with him? Okay, you done with that one? Very good. We got another one. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, relax. I'm going to give it to you. I'm going to give it to you. I promise. I got it right there. All right, there you go. He's feeling like he's holding himself back. He's also feeling like a little bit undecided about how he feels. He feels unprepared. And he's feeling like justice is against him, not with him. So he's taking notice. Good. Let him take notice, and let's see what he's going to do about it. I think you're starting to shake him up a little bit. All right, easy, easy. You don't have to suck it down. Would you please stop the belly aching? TD, how's the Gemini's ex-husband feel about me? He's been coming around. Okay, let's see. He's definitely got a little crush on you, for sure. The world is at his feet. He's feeling like you're attractive. He feels that you're funny. He thinks that you're intuitive. The sun is here. He's got a little crush, for sure. I'm glowing. It's got to be sweat. I'm sweating. But thank you. Sepia, general. You may be feeling a little bit unprepared. It may feel like, I don't know, life is getting a little bit heavy. But that's temporary, because moving forward, things are going to start to lighten up. You have some good stuff coming in. Your intuition is heightened. The Empress is here, which is good for love, money, abundance, prosperity. The Moon is here. Use your intuition. Feeling a little bit more respected. So Six of Pentacles usually has to do with a business partnership, like or business relationship. It doesn't have to be a partnership, but it doesn't have to be. It could just be feeling more respected in general. I think that you are going to have a couple of new job opportunities coming in. I also think you have a couple of opportunities in the love of relationships. Put your wish out into the universe. 9 of Cups. You're going to get what you want. You have a water sign coming in, Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. That could be significant. Allison, how does Derek feeling about me? 1 month read. Okay. Okay, so there's a couple of things going on with him. He's got the Magician, right? So I think he does want things to move forward with you. Looks like he may pull himself back, or he may feel a little bit heavy, because I don't think that he's convinced that you're that into him. He also may have a jealous streak, so just keep in mind that that could show up at some point. The Devil is here. He is interested in you. He does want the relationship to move forward, and I think over the course of the month it will. If you haven't been talking to him that much, he comes in out of the blue, and communication should start to pick up. He may be like, You know, it's like on one hand, he feels like he's weighed down by the weight of the world, but he also kind of feels like there's more to come and he's being guided by the divine, or things will just fall into place. Like on one hand, he feels like, well, I'm not really sure that she's so into me. And then on the other hand, he's like, yeah, you know, let me just give it time and see where it goes. So he's kind of like on the fence with things, but he does like you and he does want things to move forward. And I think throughout the course of the month, things do move forward. You might not see it as it's happening, but towards the end of the month, you may realize like how many times you've seen him or spoken to him. It may pick up towards the end of the month. Sepia, general love for the next 30 days, okay. Oh, let me get that. Hold on. All right, Avery, please. Just relax a minute there. All right. I'm going to get a burp out of you or no? No? Not today? No? All right. Okay, general love for the next 30 days. Okay, there's a water sign coming in, Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. There's also a Taurus here that you may feel a connection with. You've got the Two of Cups, so there is a stable relationship coming in sooner or later. I can't tell you it's going to happen within the next 30 days, but it's on its way. It also looks like you're putting out into the universe what you want and you're going to get it. You got the sun around you, which is happiness. The world is also at your feet. And the next relationship should be a soulmate relationship. You're going to have choices. You have a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. You also have a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries around you. Now, they may show up in the next 30 days. Things may not take off in the next 30 days. Yeah, because you know how timing is always a bitch. Sepia, career. Okay. You may be walking away from something that no longer serves you. I don't know. I know that you are looking for jobs, but I don't know if you have one right now. If you have one right now, you might be leaving it because not only does something better come along, but you may feel like you've outgrown it. Moving forward, there are a couple of opportunities coming up over the next, I would say the next couple of months, and the choice will be yours. One may be a little bit more creative than the other. There may be an opportunity for you to take a class, an apprenticeship, or some kind of a training that may be beneficial for you. Like, this could be something you do now, but it advances your career 6 months from now. There are a couple of job opportunities. There may even be some sort of a business plan that you come up with. It could be something that you do on the side that could be very successful. You might be brainstorming, or it may be the kind of thing that just comes to you out of the blue, you know, and it just like hits you like a bolt of lightning. I always like the idea of people working for themselves if they can, even if it's just on the side, because you control that. Nobody else controls it. I don't like other people being in control because nobody gives a shit, in plain English. All right, Avery, I don't know what the problem is. I don't know what the problem is. Hang on. Let me flip you over. Hang on. Maybe we got a burp stuck in there. Maybe that was it. All right, you feel better now, Mama? Ooh, oh, great. All right, hold on. Oh my God. All right, is that better? You feel better? Okay, good. Now can we continue? know, it's hot in here, I know. I know, but the air conditioner is too loud. I'll put it on later. You want more food? You want to finish up that food? Yeah, it's fucking hot in here. Allison, how is Kai feeling about me, and will Kai return? Okay. It looks like this person has walked away. First card that comes up is the Eight of Cups. So, and they're also holding themselves back. So I wouldn't expect to hear, I don't know if this is a guy or a girl. I wouldn't expect to be hearing from them anytime soon. They're feeling burdened by the situation, or they're feeling burdened by a situation. It might not have anything to do with you, but it could be that that's one of the reasons why they're not coming back so fast. It looks like eventually they do come back. It just might take time. The Knight of Cups is here. I don't know if this is somebody who could be a potential love interest. If it is, they are coming back. And things could take off at another point. But right now it looks like they're just feeling a little bit weighed down by the situation. They're walking away and giving themselves some distance. Anna, how is Christopher's higher self feeling towards me? A little bit restless. I don't know. There's something about him right now that's feeling restless, unsure, insecure, and restless. That's what comes up. He's a strong person, but it's almost like he doesn't like to use his strength. He just likes to he likes to take the easy way out. And that's the best, yeah, I can say that he's feeling very restless. Rhonda, general with love and finance. All right, when it comes to finances, you may be feeling a little out of balance. Three of Pentacles is in reverse. That could kind of be feeling like a little bit uprooted right now. But you might be... Six of Swords, when it comes to finances, you could be leaving something and moving on to greener pastures. So I don't know if that means for you leaving a job and getting a new job, or getting another job, or doing something that makes more money. I'm not seeing that right now here, a new job opportunity. But if we're not talking about a trip, Six of Swords usually indicates moving to greener pastures. And the Judgment card is here, which could mean that the powers that be could bring you to the right place at the right time. So if you're not intending on finding a new job or a new gig, the powers that be may be intending it for you. So it may happen anyway. It looks like you may be prepared to take on either more work, another job, something on the side that brings in more money. Now, when it comes to love, you have somebody from your past will be returning. Doesn't mean it has to be an old flame or an ex-lover, but it could be reconnecting with somebody from your past. It could be Joe Schmo from elementary school, but there's somebody significant coming back from your past. You also have an air sign here, Gemini, Aquarius, or a Libra. You may have some decisions to make because there's other opportunities coming in. Person from your past, an air sign. You also have an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, or a Virgo. So the choices are going to be there for you. Somebody, too, is going to be a little bit persistent. They're really going to want to either take you out, or the relationship is going to be evolving and growing. But they may be insisting on it. Now, if you're currently with someone, these other opportunities may be there. You just may not notice them. They may not step forward. And your current relationship could be growing and transforming. But there's growth and transformation coming in around love. ZT. Anis saw the text. I cut him off due to the third party. But I have a connection to him, and I've been dreaming of him, stressed and crying, and told him he'll be okay and not to respond. I don't want to hear from him. I want more clarity on how he's feeling about me. Well, the thing is here, if he's with somebody else, right, and you feel like you have a connection to him, that's possible. That happens all the time. But, you know, if you're texting somebody and then telling them, I don't want to hear from you, the fact that you texted them sort of says something different. Like, you usually don't reach out to somebody and say, I don't want to hear from you. So to me, I mean, if he's choosing to be with somebody else, that's his choice. And it's your choice. Like, look, there are plenty of people that are dealing with third-party relationships and they're okay with it. If you're not okay with it, then it's up to you to walk away and put an end to it. If he's not leaving this person, then the best that you're going to get from him is the third-party situation. So if you don't want that, then it's like, you see here, I think you did the opposite of what the other people do. You texted him and said that I don't want to hear from you. But when you're texting someone, you're kind of telling them that you do, because if you don't want to hear from someone, you just cut them off. Like, we hear about it all the time. Like, people are constantly getting ghosted. They want to know what happened. But you're telling him this, and people don't believe something when they're told it. They have to feel it. They have to see it. They have to be able to touch it. So you can tell somebody 50,000 times that I'm not going to talk to you anymore. I don't want to hear from you. I don't want to speak to you. But your actions are showing different. So that's what they're going to go by. Nothing is going to, if it doesn't feel real, people don't believe it. So I don't think that he's going to believe this. And I think that this is just causing more drama, to be honest. So how is he feeling? Like, if you're walking away from him, then to be honest, what difference does it make how he feels? Because you've made the decision to walk away. If he's not making the decision to end it with the third party, then that's his decision. You make a decision to walk away, and then I feel like we shouldn't even worry about what he's thinking, because what is that going to tell you? You know what I'm saying? Like, third-party relationships are very difficult. See, this is what he's feeling. The Sun card, the Sun in reverse. He feels like there's a delay around happiness, but he still feels like he can get whatever he wants, which means he's not really believing it. He feels like you might be holding yourself back, but it's not going to be for long. And he feels like you might be backing away slowly, but you're not really serious about it. Upright like this is really turning your back and walking away. In reverse, it's like, well, I'm backing up slowly. To me, I think that for him, he's going to think that this is coming across like somewhat of a game. If you really want to cut him loose, then cut him loose, delete his number, block him, and, put him behind you. You can't text somebody and reach out to them and then think that they're, like, he's just not going to believe it. It's like, okay, I'm never going to text you again. It's like, yeah, okay, I'll talk to you tomorrow. Like, he's just not going to get it. So I think the decision is yours. If he's not making the decision to end it with the third party, then you make the decision. Do you want to be in a third party situation, or do you want to end it? If you want to end it, then you have to block him, cut him off, and make the decision. I mean, I know that we've had this conversation before. Not that long ago, you told me that you ended it with him and that you weren't going to see him anymore and you were done. So now here's a few weeks later, we're having the conversation again, which means that you're not really putting the effort out there, which means he's not picking it up. It's kind of like, one foot's in, one foot's out. And when that happens, it's like, he's not buying it. He's not buying it. He doesn't believe it. Yeah, but you know what? The dreams are your subconscious mind. And he's just, everybody does this. Everyone does it. Everybody thinks that they have this connection to somebody that they're never going to have with anybody else. And all it really does is allow them to obsess over somebody who's not giving them what they want. Like, it's like the dreams or the signs. Like, people will tell me, well, I saw his initials, or I saw his birthday, or this, that, and the next thing. And it's like, if you want to keep looking for that stuff, you're going to keep yourself in a situation where you're still longing to be with somebody who is not stepping up to the plate. It's like everybody, I mean, I hear it all the time, but he's my soulmate, but we have this connection, we have this connection, we have this connection. You don't have that much of a connection with somebody who is choosing to be with somebody else. So if they're choosing to be with somebody else and that's their decision, it's up to you whether or not you still want to have this. We're not tied to anybody. We have free will in this world. So if you can choose to stay hurting and stay in this situation and have dreams about him, and it's like the subconscious mind is really fucked up, because what comes forward from those dreams is what's in your subconscious, and it's going to keep. He's just the player. It's not about him. It's about you, and that's the way it is. You're going to dream about people. I mean, I had this one dream once where I was with this guy, and he and I had never been, we weren't in a relationship, but I wanted us to be in a relationship at the time. And the imagery in the dream was like I got a bloody nose, and somebody was getting married, and there was like a white wedding dress. It was all of this like imagery, and then blood. And, looking back, like, what did it mean? Did it mean anything? I mean, at the end of the day, I was just wanting something that I couldn't have, something that wasn't meant for me at that moment. And to be honest, 10 years later, 15 years later, whatever it is, I'm glad that nothing ever happened between him and I. So at the end of the day, well, it was painful living through it, but I'm over it now. So, that's it. But I hear so many times like people hanging on to what they think is a connection, when I think that it's not so much about the connection, it's about that there is something inside you. Like, there is a lot of times they say this, I don't always believe this, but sometimes they say that there's a competition that comes into play especially when women get involved with men that are with other people, that somehow it satisfies themselves. Like, well, I could get him. He's with her, but he could be mine. I could be with him. And that's what keeps women with these guys that are in that are in third party situations. I get a little bit twisted up when people are like the connection, when the connection is negative and it's hurting you. It's one thing if you feel like you have a connection to somebody who's available and they're putting in the effort, but maybe they're not ready for the next step. It's another thing when you're being tortured and constantly hurt by somebody, and you're still harping on a connection. You know what I'm saying? So just be honest with yourself with what exactly here is really going on. Because I can't tell you that just because you're dreaming about somebody, that means that after 2 months, you should reach out to him and see where he's at. You know what I'm saying? One thing doesn't equal another. And it could be setting you back in your healing process by reaching out. It's like, how many times I had this conversation with somebody recently where she said to me, I was doing so good and then I saw him. And that's what happens. Like, you could be doing really well and then all of a sudden you see somebody at a light, or you see somebody in the mall, and now you set yourself back to where you were way back when. And it's like, well, it was just fucking setback. I was doing so well. So to me, I don't want to tell you that you have this connection to him and it's just keeping you in this place of being constantly upset and unhappy and being hurt, because that's not, like, there's more out in the world for you than this. That's my point. And I think that if you've made the decision to cut him off and to get him out of your life, you should stick with that. Allison, who will I be in an official relationship with? DC or JM or neither? Okay, let's see. DC. Okay, DC comes up very low, only 33%. The other guy, M, what's the other one's name? M, it was M something, let's see. He comes up pretty low too. I think that the chances with being in an official relationship with either of them is pretty low. All right, stinker. Mariana, general for the next 2 weeks. You may have a new business opportunity that comes in with the Ace of Pentacles. That's possible. You also have a lot of strength around you. You may be feeling a little bit of like a stalemate, or like you're not seeing victory in a situation that's really important to you, and there may be some anxiety around it. You may also be feeling a little bit weighed down, but you're prepared to take on the challenges that come your way. There may be somewhat of a tower moment that comes up in the next 2 weeks, and there may be some sharp words with somebody close to you. Use your intuition. Yeah, use your intuition. Your intuition is spot on. If somebody is treating you with less respect than you deserve, you're not going to take it. I have faith in that. So, and you're prepared. So. And Christopher's sexual energy towards me. It's kind of in a slowdown right now. The Knight of Pentacles is like slow and steady. So it just may be a little slow this week or today or something. Slowbo. Is he going to text me in the next 2 days for my birthday? Yes, I think so. You got the Three of Cups here, which is celebration. La Via Rosa. I'm Aileen. How does Mathis feeling about me? Okay, let's see. How is Mathis, the Virgo, feeling about the Gemini? Ooh, Virgo, Gemini. I always think Virgo and Gemini are the smartest of the zodiac, and I always feel like the two of them together, like, they're like unstoppable as far as like brain power goes. He feels that you're lucky, kind, attractive, intuitive, successful. There is a nice interest here with the Knight of Cups. He could be interested in you. Thinks that you're strong, happy, attractive. Attractive comes up again. Yeah, he thinks highly of you. Lydia, does Max still think of me? Oh, he definitely still thinks about you. Definitely. Yes, he definitely thinks about you. Plus, you have a wish here, so put that out into the universe. Allison, what will Kai want when he returns? It's my ex-boyfriend, but I've been feeling his vibe lately. He told me in the past that we had an epic love. He will want to reconnect at some point. I just don't think it's going to happen too soon. Because you have the Lovers, and then you also have the Ace of Cups. So he is going to want to reconnect. It's just, it's not happening right now. Right now, he needs a break, or he's taking a break. But he's going to return at some point, definitely. Tara, how will my career in band banking? You might have a little anxiety and indecision around this field, but overall, you have the world at your feet and you should be very successful. Things could change and they could move forward for you quickly. Knight of Pentacles is in reverse. But you may have moments where it causes you great stress. Allison. Does Kai feel the burden about me, or what he did to me, or about his new relationship? It has something to do with the betrayal, being ungrounded, uprooted. It has to do with your relationship with him, and that's why he's taking time away. It's uprooted, burdened, and there's betrayal around it. And the whole situation's kind of has him flipped upside down. Joshka, will I migrate first and get my flat first? Okay, will I migrate first? Yes, I think that's what happens. You migrate first and then you get it. Nana, general for June. June may start for you and you may be feeling a little bit lazy and unsuccessful. But that doesn't last for long, because then moving forward, you've got Judgment putting you at the right place at the right time, taking control of your life and moving forward towards all 10 cups being happy. All 10 cups being full, happiness. You have a wish, put it out into the universe. By the end of the month, you're going to be feeling more like you have the world at your feet. Rosie. How will the CL meeting go tomorrow? Oh boy, the first thing that comes up around it is a tower moment. And there's also some sharp words, but that's at the beginning of the meeting. Then it looks like it stabilizes a little bit. And then the Wheel of Fortune comes in. So there may be the beginning part of the meeting may be tough, but by the end it's much better. I think it ends on a good note. It might start off a little rough. Yin, will I have any of my dream dogs in the future? Oh, I think that's possible. Let's see. Yes, you definitely will. I don't know how many you want, but there could be like dogs around you, like more than one at a time. I don't want to say a house full, but you could have several, you know, maybe 2 or 3. Kiki, does my sister Kristen have COVID? Okay, let's see. I'm getting a 33% chance, yes. That's not crazy high for me, so I'm not thinking that she does, but you know, like I would always say, go get a test. It can't hurt. Go get tested. See what's going on. Kiki, have I lost feelings for Mike? What's up with me? You maybe have. You got lovers in reverse. You may be kind of getting over it. Lovers in reverse. You may be over that, and there may be somebody from your past returning. But the Six of Cups and the Three of Cups, there could be celebration around somebody that you knew from the past. Kiki, how will Mike react if I broke up with him? Well, the sun is in reverse, which means he would be unhappy, but he would not think it was over. He would think that he could still get you back. He would also be very heartbroken. Like, he may be very heartbroken, but still feel like there's hope. I guess that's common, though, with a lot of people. People feel like they have hope, even after somebody breaks up with them. Yeah. Excuse me, he would feel very disrespected, but he would still think that there was hope. Kate, did Gabriel say happy birthday to his ex to spite me? You know what? No. I'm only getting 33% chance that he did it to spite you. He may have done it to avoid drama from the ex. Like, he didn't want the ex to contact him and you bitch him out or something like that. Yeah, I don't think that he did it to get back at you. I think he did it to save face. Bobble, at what age will I get my dream job? I'm almost 27 now. Okay, so it could be within the next 5 years, which would make you almost 32. So within the next 5 years, I think. Kiki, any new love coming in for me? Okay. Yes. You have an Aquarius around you with a love offer or a soulmate connection that's quite possible. You also have a Libra. Yep. You've got other options coming in. New chapter. What can I expect next from George in the future? Balance. Balance, patience, compassion, and a wish comes in around you and George. Now, also, look out with the Emperor in reverse. You know I don't like the Emperor in reverse. It's like a controlling, or it can even be manipulative. So just be careful of that. But it looks like the relationship takes on a little bit more of a grounded, deep-rooted sort of a feel. Cece, why is TJ acting shy? Is he going to be flirty again? Yes, you have a wish around this situation, so put that out into the universe. Yeah. He may be just going through a moment. It's going to pass. Rosie, general for the remainder of the month. You got something to celebrate. You may have a trip to water, by water, or around water coming up. Somebody from your past is coming back. or that you may run into. Feeling a little bit more balanced and stable when it comes to work and work relationships, and no longer holding yourself back. You're also laying down the law, setting up boundaries, and cutting through bullshit this month. This month should be good for you. Christy, did Dina tell lies about me to her family? Okay, I'm getting a 70% chance, yes. Or maybe she over-exaggerated the truth or something like that. Mel, you could close the super chats, thank you. There's definitely some dishonesty around her for sure, no doubt about that. Kiki, any idea how I meet this new person? I probably can't tell you how you meet them, but let's look and see. I can tell you that they come in out of the blue. It's possible around a business, so it could be either around your work or their work. See, that gets kind of twisted, because it could also be like around a business. Like you could meet them at a bank, or you could meet them in the grocery store. Like those are businesses. So all right, let's put it this way. I would imagine that you would have a better chance meeting them out at some type of a business over, say, like through a friend, or you know what I mean, or like randomly, like at the park, and it would be out of the blue when you least expect it, and you would be very taken back or surprised by it. And when can it happen? And it's possible it happens sometime this summer, like over the next 2 months. The two would be 2 months from now, and the clubs would be sometime this summer. Anthony, what will be the near future between me and the Cancer girl? Now there's no communication, and she's blocked me on all. Okay. Okay, so there's going to be a while where she's holding herself back and not much is going on. But then she's going to end up regretting that, and she comes forward a little bit, and she may be working hard to get your attention. You've got good luck around the situation, plus you have somebody from the past returning. I believe this to be her. It may not happen for some time. It could take a couple of months before this happens. So, you know, not the kind of thing that I would tell you to sit at home and wait for the phone to ring, or sit at home and wait for the message to come through. I would definitely tell you to continue, you know, keeping your social life active and communicating with other people. But I think that when she returns, it's because she's feeling like she's regretful about the way things are between the two of you, and she wants to connect with you. This is not the end of the road. She will be back. Cece, is Lonnie jealous of me at work? Yes. Mel, I've dismissed the new Aries, the Cancer, the Pisces. I would never want the old Aries. What's next? Okay. Okay, your love life can move forward quickly. Very stable relationship may be coming in with a Taurus. And the sun is in reverse, which means it may, like, there could be a delay when it comes to happiness, but it's still coming in. So I think the next person we're looking for here is a Taurus. Or, I mean, it could be a Taurus rising. I hate that. I hate when, if you ever watch, like, And I used to do them just because I think that they're fun and people like to watch them, but I just don't know how accurate they could be. But when people will do monthly tarot reading for Capricorn, and this could also be for Capricorn, Capricorn rising, Capricorn moon, or Capricorn Venus. It's like, really? It's like, well, could it also be for just anybody? But if they're not a Taurus, the Hierophant could also be somebody spiritually connected. So it may even be something like you meet them at a yoga class, or you meet them at a, at church. It could be something like that if they're not a Taurus. But it would be somebody who is either a Taurus or somebody who has got a spiritual side. They may be down to earth, grounded, or deeply rooted with a spiritual connection to something. Like they may be a devout Christian, or maybe they're into what's that chanting that Tina Turner does? Buddhism. But whatever it would be something deeply spiritual if they're not a Taurus, because that's what that card means. Okay, Melly, you're the only moderator that's here. Brandy's not here. I don't think that Brandy's here. All right, while I wait to see if... Okay, let me do rah-rah while I wait. I don't know if Brandy's here. What's coming towards rah-rah? If you're not with anyone right now, you have a possible love connection coming in, or a new love interest. You may be paying off a bill or something that's been hanging over your head. You may be feeling like you're ready to take a trip to water, by water, or around water, and you do have some happiness coming in with all 10 cups being full. Indukriti, H's actions for me in the future. You may have a little bit of an argument with him. You guys may not be on the same page about something. After that argument, your relationship with him should move forward quickly. You got the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, and then it should stabilize. All right. No, oh, it was just Brandy? Okay. Then I will do... I'll do a couple more. I'll do these last couple that I can get in here, and then I'm going to go. Malapali, how does Gemini feel towards me now? Gemini thinks that you're grounded, down to earth, well-balanced, attractive, spiritually connected, intuitive, kind, well-balanced, and hardworking. Beyond Tarot, what does Jack find attractive about me? He thinks that you have a funny personality, you're easy to be around, you're physically attractive, you're courageous, down to earth, but that you have an innocence about you, or yeah, I guess like an innocence about you that he finds attractive. May I ask you, will I be a surgeon? I think you will be a surgeon. I think that it may feel right now like you have a long road ahead of you, but you're going to make it. Sonia, can you see if I'm doing the right choice to pursue a PhD doctoral career from now over the next 4 years? Okay. Yes, you are on the right, you're doing the right thing. It's going to pay off for you. Be wise. Does my boss feel sorry because he brought me in his team? But because he brought you onto his team? No, I don't think so. Let's see. No, he's not regretting having you on his team, if that's what the question is. Okay, here's the last one I'm going to do, is for Rel Lee. Can you tell me if Derek the Aquarius will come in? Yes, you got a 70% chance that you're going to get him to commit. Yeah, it just may take some time. It may not happen overnight, and I wouldn't push things. But I think that you will get him to commit. All right, guys, I'm going to go. Now, tomorrow, I think I'm going to be on normal 5 o'clock and then again at 9:30. So I will see you guys tomorrow at around 5. Thank you all. Have a good night, and I will see you tomorrow. If anything changes, I'll post it in the community board. Okay, thanks. Bye-bye. Have a good night, guys.